just took 5 words for humanity to redefine themselves and their notion of their existence. There was a philosopher who was known as the founder of modern day philosophy, born in 1596, and he uttered those 5 words, and it changed the perception of the starting point of man's existence. And do you know what those 5 words were? I think, therefore I am. I think, therefore I am. I think, therefore I am. And isn't it a nice feeling to know that you're sitting there knowing you exist? However, if we read over those 5 statements, we may miss a very important point, and it's a question that I'd like to ask you tonight. And the question is this: how do you know you think? What is a thought? Fellow Toastmasters, I would like to take you on a journey over the next 5 to 6 minutes. I'd like to take you on a journey and introduce you to the most supremely, cognitively interesting, fascinating processing and programming machine that is in your capacity and you possess personally. It takes 20% of your energy daily. In fact, if you take a piece of it which is the size of a grain of a piece of sand, 100,000 little units make it up, of which those 100,000 units have 1 billion connections, sending along those channels information travelling at 268 miles an hour. Yes, I know what you're thinking. I am thinking it too. No, it's not Usain Bolt. However, it is your brain, your beautiful brain, and today I would like to talk to you about the brain, your brain. But I have a question for you. How many thoughts do you think you have a day? Let's have some answers. Yes.
A million.
A million?
90,000.
90,000.
1,500.
1,500. Well, Bobby, you underplayed your intelligence and you guys way overplayed it. You're not that intelligent. Ladies and gentlemen, you have 50,000 thoughts a day. But here's the question that I posed at the beginning. What is a thought? Well, there's 3 thoughts about what is a thought, and these are the 3 very quick thoughts about what is a thought. Firstly, some people think, actually, it's electronic signals passing from one side of your brain to another. That's what a thought is. However, others come along and say, no. You have to reduce it further to a chemical level. It's just chemicals passing from one brain cell to another. That is a thought. And then, of course, there's a third view, and they say, no. You have to reduce it even further. You have to go dig deeper, go smaller, actually to a quantum level, where it's the particles interacting with one another within those chemicals. That is a thought. 3 positions, 3 theories, 3 ideas, maybe one, maybe all of them, give us what a thought is. However, is that thought process that we think, are those chemicals interacting with one another the thing that produces our consciousness, gives us the ability to think? Well, I'd like to introduce to you 2 other people to shed some light on this mystery. 2 people that had 2 theories. And hopefully by the end of this speech, you'll be able to look at one and say, actually, I think it might be that one. The first theory was put forward by Descartes, the chap who actually said, I think, therefore I am. And he probably didn't wear a hat like this, but it cues his personality, I guess. And he said, do you know what? My body is material, however, my thought process is immaterial. It is something not physical. Cannot be contained by equations nor by technology. It is immaterial. However, on the other hand, you have modern day scientists that come along and say, well, actually, Descartes, not Descartes, who's he? Descartes, actually, I'm not too sure if you're right. You see, consciousness is actually created by your brain. It's a material thing. Consciousness is actually created by an illusion that your brain creates, saying, you know what, I exist, but your brain is saying you exist, therefore you exist. But is that how we can think up stories to tell our children at bedtime? Can our brain just create the ideas and the thoughts that we have so that we can go on a quantum level and look at particles smashing into each other? Is that the answer to why we can relate to one another? Well, to shed some more light onto this superbly incredible instrument and piece of equipment that you and I have, let's look at other brain sizes that are similar to us. Because actually, there are 3 animals in today's world that have brains that are bigger than us. Ours, the human brain, goes somewhere like down at the bottom when comparing to these three other animals. Then we have the elephant. That's a little bit bigger. The dolphin, a little bit bigger than ours. And the sperm whale that has the largest brain. If we consider these brain sizes, ours is at the bottom, sperm whale at the top. That's when we consider brain size. However, what if we changed that diagram? Considering our brain size down here, theirs up there. Of course, as you go up with a larger animal, you have a bigger brain. What if we change that and said, actually, let's look at capacity, the intelligence of our brain. What happens then? Well, this is what happens. Take our brain off, take the sperm whale's brain off. I don't know if you've had a conversation with a sperm whale recently, but sperm whales never rip paper. Humans can. And you put the human up there and the sperm whale down here, and the dolphin over here, and the elephant somewhere over here. Instead of having a lovely linear pattern, the bigger body size you have, the bigger the brain, you actually have what is called a bell curve, starting here, going up to the human, who of course has the greatest capacity and the greatest intelligence. The size of the animal, the creature, has nothing to do with the capacity. What am I suggesting? I'm suggesting this, that is it neural networks and more cells interacting with each other that give us the answer to these questions. That molecules can somehow appreciate music, that chemicals can somehow produce complex reasoning, that synapse synchronization can produce sentimental thought and feeling. I suggest to you, apart from the dropping thing that just went over there, took totally your attention, I suggest to you that it's not. I went to a New Scientist Live fair the other month and I spoke to Dr. Alice Roberts. You may have met her from the BBC. And you know what she said? She said, when it comes to what's happening on the individual neural level, we have no idea what's going on. It's like, although we've got an incredible brain that is made up of neurons, that actually the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. Just like ingredients made this cookie, at the end of the day, what makes up our brain does not quantify to the kind of intelligence that we have. It doesn't tell us why we can actually think. So maybe Descartes was right all along, that our thought process, our consciousness, has something to do with the immaterial. And if you're not satisfied with that answer, I guess at the end of the day, you can't have your cookie and eat it.